Trouble T Roy, Hit Don't Get Hit Boxing Talk, and we back with another one. And it goes. Well, I kind of was trying to keep myself from doing this video, but I felt like, you know what, fuck it. We're back. We're back. Again, people are mad. And when I say we're back, I'm talking about the ones who keep saying, look, this is what's going to happen. Those of us who keep telling y'all, this is what's going to happen, and y'all going to be mad. And motherfuckers is mad. People are very mad right now. People are so mad that they're trying to bring Tank back into the picture. Tank Davis. Seeing messages, oh, well, you know, if, you know, yeah, Shakur Stevenson, he did what he did to Teofimo. Teofimo, but if Tank fought him, he would have knocked him out. We don't know that because guess what? Tank ain't fought nobody, so leave Tank the fuck out of this. Tank got charges to fight. Ain't nobody worry about Tank at this point. You know, so I don't want to hear shit about Tank. That man already said he ain't trying to fight nobody. He already said he wouldn't fight Shakur Stevenson. He had a chance to fight Teofimo. You know, he had a chance to fight Devin Haney. He said he didn't ask for the fights. He never wanted the fights. You know, so let's leave him out of it. All this imaginary old Tank Davis does this and he beats this person. He beats Duran. He beats Wilder. He beats Usyk. Like, it's like Tank beats everybody but ain't fight nobody. So let's leave him out of it, first of all. I'm sorry. I had to get that off my chest. I've been dealing with this shit for years. You know? But back to the subject at hand. So Shakur Stevenson beats Teofimo Lopez Jr. in a decision win. I think he won every round, 12-0. He made it look easy, and I mean, it just was what it was. It was nothing crazy. It was a masterclass beating, as everybody's calling it. Masterclass. It was. Shakur literally had no moment in that fight where he was ever in trouble. And Teofimo Jr. had nothing for him. No answers. Sounds similar. Sounds kind of familiar. You know, Crawford versus Canelo. But that's a whole nother story. You know, I think Canelo gave Crawford more of a challenge than Teofimo gave Shakur Stevenson. So we ain't gonna get into that. But still, it was kind of the same thing. Neither one of them had what they needed for their opponent. Teofimo got humbled. That's good for him. I'm glad he got humbled. I still really ain't got no respect for him because when you do shit like that, you and your dad, when him and his dad did and said the things that they did for over the last year or so, it's like, you're not gonna get no respect from me. I'm sorry. I don't care how good of a fighter you are. I think Floyd Mayweather is one of the best fighters to ever live, but I don't respect him. You know? Because everything he did outside the ring. You know? Tank Davis, he's an exciting fighter to me. I don't respect him. Because look what he does outside the ring. All these dudes had their shit outside the ring. It just levels to what's what. You know? Even Shakur's done some fuck shit out the ring. You know? So I really don't care for him as a person. I respect his skill. I respect his skill set. I respect the bag of skills. You know? Devin, don't like him as a person, but hey, good fighter. Really good fighter. It's everybody gets, I'm not biased. I'm not biased towards anybody. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm just not a biased kind of guy. So if you're a good fighter, I'm gonna let you know you're a good fighter. But being a good fighter or a great fighter or the perfect fighter don't mean I'm gonna respect you as a person. I mean, there's levels to that. That's where the levels come in with me. You know, what's her name said? There's levels to this, and you are not on that level. I always gonna remember that shit. But there's levels. Yes, there is levels to this. There's levels to everything in life. So I'm not tripping off of any of that. But Teal needs to go ahead and let his dad go, which he probably won't, because his dad got him gripped by the you know what area, as far as I'm concerned. Because if y'all been, the man's advice was, you gotta hit him. You know, like what? No, it's a boxing match. I know I gotta hit him. Tell me what I need to do to hit him. Tell me how. You gotta hit him. You're gonna hate yourself tomorrow. Like, what kind of advice is that for the? That shit was crazy. I'm sorry, but Pops is not all the way there. You know, had to get checked by Crawford the night before, or the couple. I don't know when that was. That shit happened, but you had to get checked by him. Y'all do training camps. You know, I would say allegedly, because people are trying to say he wasn't saying the N-word with the ER, but I mean, we've seen the video. It sounds like exactly what it is. You call it, and y'all calling people monkeys. Y'all just being very disrespectful. Y'all pushing some shit y'all shouldn't be pushing. So guess what? At the end of the day, Teofimo Lopez Jr., you got exactly what you deserved. And Teofimo Sr., I could never be in the same room with that dude. I'm sorry. You know? And that's just that with that one. But that's outside of boxing. You know? I mean, Teofimo literally, that was karma. And he was never going to beat Stevenson. We already knew that. We already knew he was going to ever beat Stevenson. As for Stevenson himself, I just wish he would have turned it up when he knew he already had him. That's my only problem with Stevenson. That's why even though I don't like what Shannon Sharp said about, like, you know, he wouldn't pay for a fight, at the same time, I feel the same way. I'm going to go watch Stevenson. I was watching the fight on my phone because I didn't buy the fight. I was about to pay $75 or $70 for that. I'm being real. I was about to pay $70 just to see him do exactly what he does. What I knew he was going to do. I knew Teofimo wasn't going to be a challenge. I knew that. I mean, only super fans or people who don't watch boxing, or I ain't even going to take it there. But yeah, they're the ones that thought that Teo had a chance. I knew he didn't have a chance. But, you know, yeah, I wasn't going to pay for that. We found, me and my peoples, we found that shit on TikTok and watched it on TikTok. And then, about the time we got to about the 9th, 10th round, I stopped watching because I was like, it's just going to be the same thing for the rest of the fight because Stevenson ain't going to turn it up another level. He ain't gonna change gears. He's comfortable where he's at. Like, I mean, that's just the kind of fighter he is. He ain't gonna change gears if he ain't got to. Hey, I'm good. I'm not getting hit. I'm hitting you. You know, hit don't get hit. You know what I'm saying? He takes that shit literal. Like, you know. But yeah, man. You know. The fight went exactly the way I thought it would. Now, people are over here trying to talk about Crawford doing what he did after the fight and saying what he said on Twitter and all this stuff. Talking about, oh, you know, man, you got kids, you pushing 40, you know, you did. Also, we're gonna ignore what both Junior and Senior Lopez was doing. I think even their sister was on some shit with Crawford at one point. But we just gonna ignore all that. It's cool when they do it, like what Crawford said. It's cool when they do it, but when he do it, they got a problem. When he do it, everybody got a problem. That's like, y'all niggas is corny. Niggas is corny for that shit. Cause y'all is nobody saying nothing. Y'all dudes out here trying to justify and protect and all that bullshit when Lopez Jr. and Senior doing all this weird, you know, I mean, I don't know, lack of a bit racial shit. Like, when they do shit like that, nobody has nothing to really say. Nobody's calling them out. But Crawford gets up there and just celebrates with his boy. Oh yeah, Crawford, man, he too old to be doing that. You got 900 kids you need to get home to. You man, you too old to be doing that, acting like that, blah blah. Well, nobody said that when Senior was over there dancing and doing all this extra shit in front of Crawford, when Crawford had to go up there and check him. Nobody was saying that. People was talking about, oh, look, Crawford trying to check a senior citizen. Like I said in my last video, it don't matter if 18 plus, you can get it. You want to talk shit, you can get some shit. You know what I'm saying? And I know Crawford's smart enough not to put his hands on nobody unless they put their hands on him first. You know? But at any given time, Crawford could have been like, look, both of y'all can get it. You know? It's like, people want to hate Crawford so bad. He's done everything that people wished. Probably put they houses on. Probably bet they whole family on that he would lose. They was hoping that bad that he would lose, and he just would lose. And y'all know why he would lose. It's because y'all kept motivating him. Y'all ever think, what if y'all just shut the fuck up? Maybe if y'all shut the fuck up and just let him go through his career, maybe he wouldn't be undefeated. Maybe he would never became 3-time undisputed. You know? Think about it. Maybe if y'all didn't motivate him so much to be what he is, maybe he wouldn't be a 5-time, 5-division champion. Maybe he wouldn't be a 3-time lineal ring magazine champion. 3 divisions. Maybe he wouldn't be that if y'all would have just shut the fuck up. But no, y'all just wanted to keep on. Y'all wanted to play with fire. Gas the fire makes more fire. The gas don't last once it hits the fire. It turns into fire. And that's what y'all kept doing. So therefore, that's what you get. Leave that man alone. He is retired. He's living his life. He's done. Be mad, but go to the corner. Go sit in the corner to be mad. The man is done. The man is done. Let him go. Do that instead of keep on fucking him, because he gonna fuck around, motivate more young fighters coming up to fuck y'all favorite fighters up at this point. Knowing him, he been working with Shakur for years. You think Shakur ain't gonna fuck up another fighter that you gonna pick against him? With Crawford in Shakur's corner? Or in his training camp? Come on, man. Y'all gotta stop. Let the man go. Let him be great. Because that's what he is. And just accept it. Y'all don't even have to accept it. I mean, y'all don't have to accept it like y'all agree that he's great. But accept that he's going to be considered a great. And at this rate, y'all keep fucking around, Shakur is going to be considered a great. He's going to be making fights against your favorite fighters. He's going to be making those fights against them look easy. Because y'all keep fucking with people. I'm not even going to keep on with this. Congratulations, Shakur Stevenson, on another big win. I I guess we could say this is the biggest win of his career. Teofimo, probably the biggest name on his resume right now. And guess what? I mean, I don't know what's next. Teofimo talk about going to 147. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I know 147 is not really all that, you know, all that big. It ain't really cracking off right now like that with the names up there. But these guys are bigger than you. They're stronger than you. And yeah, that's kind of a gamble. You didn't look great at 140. I don't know what you want to look like at 147. I don't know if you're trying to say you felt weight drained. I don't know if he felt weight drained, that he thinks he has to go up to 147 now all of a sudden. I don't know. That's taking a gamble, but that's on him. That's his life. That's his shit. But anyways, like I said, great fight. Shout out to Keyshawn Davis. He did his thing. Shush, he did his thing. I didn't get to see any of the fights before that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch them because I didn't get to start watching the fights till the Shush fight was on. But and good old, hey, big shout out, big ups to Big Baby Miller and the Hairpiece. You know, they got the win. That's good for them. You know. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, they did that together. That was a duo. That was a joint, you know. Oh man. Yeah. This is a hell of a start to 2026. I'm looking forward to the rest of the year. What's going to happen? Looking forward to see what's it called, Zuffa is going to do, because I see a lot of people hating on Zuffa right now, but I feel like Zuffa is probably going to be like pro box. It's going to probably be a lot of exciting fights, more exciting than what we've been getting. It's going to be a lot of hungry motherfuckers that want to fight and want to get paid, because, you know, I think that's what boxing needs to get back to. Boxers need to start fighting for their money. Stop all this, oh yeah, I want 1 million, I want 3 million, I want 7. No, you get what you're worth. You're going to have to fight to get to the millions. Fight 3, 4, or 5 times a year. Get to that level. You know, get to the top. You ain't getting off of just one fight. Fight it once or twice a year, you know what I'm saying? Let's get back to when motherfuckers was fighting 3, 4, or 5 times a year. I think Zuffa would be the perfect platform. I think if they do it right, it'll be going backwards. We'll be going back through the timeline to when they were fighting a few times a year. So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Anyways, yeah, man. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good shit. It's your boy Trouble T Roy. Hit Don't Get Hit Boxing Talk. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.